Hello everyone, this is Dave, and welcome to Dave's Wreaths and Things. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're one of my returning friends, welcome back. So today I have something a little bit different for you guys. I live in Ontario, Canada, and we've been in our third lockdown now since I think two and a half weeks ago. So unfortunately, anything in the stores that is non-essential, you cannot purchase. So with my craft supply dwindling, my ideas are still there, my craft supplies are just dwindling. So, and I'm unable to buy crafts except for online stuff, and I'm still waiting for some stuff to come in. I thought I would do a Q&A, get to know me kind of video. If you are new to my channel, I don't really appear in front of the camera, live in front of the camera. So this is kind of the second time with all of my videos that I've actually appeared in front of the camera. So this gives everybody an opportunity to get to know me and see me. I have some questions that I printed off from the internet, and I also I posted on my social medias a couple of days ago. I have some other questions as well. So why don't I just jump right into it, get to that first question, and you can get to know me, Dave. How's that sound? Yeah? Okay. First question, where did you grow up? So, like I said, I live in Ontario, Canada, and I grew up in Oakville and in Burlington, which is a couple cities west of the downtown core, so downtown Toronto. So it's about a half hour, 45 minutes. Predominantly, I spent my elementary, high school, college years in Oakville, and then kind of my 20s, I want to say, kind of mid-20s to mid-30s, I lived in Burlington. So that's where I grew up. Where do I currently live? So I currently live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. If you're familiar with the area, we are on the east end of Toronto, so we're in Scarborough. Hello, fellow Scarbarians, if you're out there watching. So that's where we currently live. Some exciting news for us. Our house is up, or I should say our condo, just went up for sale and sold, and we are moving. We actually, during the pandemic last year, well, actually, it's still going on. I shouldn't say last year. I'm talking like it ended. It's still going on, but during the whole pandemic, we actually ended up buying a 4-bedroom bungalow. So we are very, very, very excited. We are moving to Trenton, Ontario, which is kind of Belleville. If you know the area at all, it's Belleville, Prince Edward County area. So that's where we are going, and we are extremely, extremely excited. So we're going from a small condo, 965 square feet, to our new home, which is 2,400 square feet. So thrilled beyond belief, let me tell you about that. Next question, how tall are you? So if you've never seen me live in person, I am 6'5". Yes, I am. So for all of you going to ask me, no, I have not played basketball. So technically I am 6'5.5". The last time I was at the doctor getting my physical, they actually measured me at 6'5.5". I don't need that extra half, so I don't need it. I'm 6'5". Really, at 6'5", do I need another half inch? Another question is dogs or cats? Both. I love both of them for different reasons. Let's put it that way. I've had cats, I've had dogs. We don't have any pets right now. The building where we're in, we're not allowed to have any large animals. So I don't have anything right now, actually. But there is some talk about a new dog, either a golden doodle or a labradoodle or some sort of doodle, medium-sized dog. If you guys actually have any comments, if you have a golden doodle, a labradoodle, or some sort of crossbreed poodle, let me know in the comments below. Just write it out, let me know, tell me your thoughts, tell me your ideas, or if you have any ideas about hypoallergenic dogs that do not shed a lot. So that's kind of where we're going. Rob, who's my partner, has allergies, so we have to take in consideration that. And I used to love, I did. I had a golden retriever who I loved and adored, who is unfortunately no longer with us. But the hair, oh my God, the fur. I used to joke around with my mom. I'm like, oh my God, if you ever come over, there's going to be hair even in the butter. There's hair everywhere. I mean, we cleaned up after her all the time. But anyways, now I'm rambling. Which is kind of another get to know me. Sometimes that does happen and I get sidetracked. So let's get back on track. Dogs or cats, both. And we're thinking about getting a dog once we move to the new place. So there you go. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Funniest moment in high school. Now I'm gonna think. High school wasn't exactly the funniest. It wasn't exactly the greatest. I mean, it's a weird period of time for everybody. So I don't know who had the funniest high school moments. I will admit this though, that I did have a friend of mine. Her name was Kim Hine. Hi Kim, if you're watching. I don't know if you are, but we lost track years and years ago. We connected on Facebook and we chit-chatted for a little bit and then we just kind of lost track. But I don't know if you remember this moment, Kim, but one of the funniest things, she had the best laugh in the world. It was one of those laughs that came from the gut and it bellowed out, like it just filled an entire room. And she could make me laugh just by laughing. Like I didn't even have to know what the joke was or what she was laughing at. But really, the funnest times were that I remember kind of were hanging out with her. I don't know what we were talking about or joking about and laughing. Really, I love to laugh. She has the biggest boisterous laugh and I absolutely love it. And to this day, I still hear that laugh in my head because it's just so awesome. What is your favorite drink? Coffee. Love coffee. If it's alcoholic drink, it is a really nice cold Chardonnay. The Chardonnay by J-Lore, I will have to say, is my absolute favorite. Second is probably Toasted Head. But yeah, so coffee for non-alcoholic, white wine if it's an alcoholic, or a really good martini. I have a really good friend of mine, Renata. Love you, Renata. She makes the best martinis in the world. So there you go. So if you're wearing cologne, what scent is it? So right now I am wearing Sauvage. Normally I gravitate towards colognes or scents that are woodsy, musky, that sort of leathery, what do I want to say? How do I say it? That sort of, you know what? The word is right there on the tip of my tongue and I can't get it out. But anyways, it's that sort of scent. It's that woodsy, musky, that's what I tend to gravitate towards. Sauvage, I just put on today. I love it. I have actually a couple of other colognes. There's a David Beckham cologne that I really love, but I haven't seen it in a long time. So, you know, and then I just picked up a cologne that was on sale at Shoppers Drug Mart. It was like $19.99. I can't remember the name, but I am freaking in love with it. So if I remember the name, I'll put it down below just so you guys can see. What sports do you play or have you played? Now, being 6'5", I will say this, anytime I'm in the store or, you know, if somebody walks in the elevator, I'm there, the first thing they say is, wow, you're tall. Thank you. And the first question they ask is, do you play sports? No, I do not. I'm not really athletic. I went through a time about 7 years where I was actually a group fitness instructor with Good Life, which is a gym chain here in Canada. I loved doing it. I thought it was the best, you know. Then I got burned out. I did it too much, and then I sat on the couch for the last 5 years. Resting and relaxing. But to go back to the sports, I did, when I was living downtown Toronto, I did play on a LGBT football, a flag football league team. It was just a fun league. I had tons of fun. I mean, I never threw a football. I never caught a football, never ran on a football field before. And, you know, these people just took me in. They'll take anybody in, train you, you know, that sort of thing. It was a ton of fun. If you guys ever have a chance to do something like that, or if you're thinking about it, do it. It's fun. It's awesome. You meet a ton of people. I mean, it doesn't have to be the LGBT community if you don't want it to be, or, you know, if you'd rather be somewhere else. I mean, totally. It's up to you. But trust me, join one of those fun leagues. They are a lot of fun. You meet a lot of people, and I had a blast with that. Next question. Have any books changed your life? I read my favorite novel, blooper reel. I tend to gravitate towards the Stephen King, Clive Barker, Dean Koontz, that sort of horror genre of novels, of reading. I don't know why. I've tried so many other different novels, and I do read other novels now and then, but I tend to gravitate towards those. Dean Koontz is probably my favorite out of the lot. I just love his novels to death. I just read and read and read his novels. So awesome job, Dean Koontz. If you happen to be watching, I don't know. What is your favorite movie? So I'm gonna have to say and think a little bit, because there's a toss-up between two. I think I'm gonna have to say this, Elizabeth, with Cate Blanchett, where she did Queen Elizabeth I. I love, adore, and continue to watch that movie. If it's on TV or whatever, I will just put it on, and I just absolutely love that movie. Just amazing. Are you single or taken? Happily taken, by the way. Yes, I am taken. How would you describe your fashion sense? Yeah, comfy, really. T-shirts, hoodies, jeans, shorts, comfy pants, comfy shirts. Yeah, I don't need to be restricted or anything loose-fitting. Just as long as it's comfortable and cotton, I'm pretty much good to go. How would you, or no, sorry, I just answered that one. What is your go-to hairstyle? Oh, yeah, this is it. I've had this hairstyle, the comb forward, flip up at the front, probably 10, 15, 20 years, something like that. I don't know. It's, you know what it is? I throw a little bit of gel in my hand, boom, 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 and I'm done. I'm at the door, you know. So what is your go-to fast food order? Oh, yeah. Love fast food. Rob and I adore fast food. Maybe a little bit too much, but we do adore fast food. I would probably say pizza. We do love pizza. So doesn't everybody love pizza? So Pizza Nova, we order from. That is pretty much our go-to. We just devour it. So what are you currently watching on Netflix? We are watching The Crown. We are in the final season, so I think it's season 4 that we're watching right now. We only have 2 episodes left, so we're trying to prolong it because we're in love with it so much. So we're just kind of like, okay, you know what? I think we're just gonna do it slowly, relax, because we don't want it to end. And I don't know when season 5 is coming out, or if there is a season 5. So if you know, let me know. So we know. We're also watching or rewatching The Big Bang. The two of us, I think we watched it separately. We got halfway. So maybe just a couple of months ago, we decided, hey, why don't we just rewatch the whole thing? So we went back all the way to the first season and we started watching it over again. Right now we're on the 10th season, I believe. And again, we're going slow with that because we were enjoying it so much. So yeah, that's what we're watching right now. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Oh, any and every kind of ice cream except for strawberry. I'm gonna have to say that. Sorry for the strawberry lovers, But I like my ice cream filled with a lot of stuff and chocolate. So if you get chocolate fudge, chocolate chips, chocolate ice cream, chocolate fudge, cookie dough, I mean, I'm so there. The more in the ice cream, the better. But my two favorites are Baskin-Robbins mint chocolate chip and Haagen-Dazs Rocky Road the extras. Hands down, my two favorite. So yeah, there we go. What is your dream job as a kid? So long ago, I actually wanted to be a veterinarian. So yeah, that was my dream job as a kid. So what is your favorite color? I mean, right now I wear a lot of black. I'm wearing navy blue today. Yeah, I guess I tend to gravitate towards kind of the fall colors. So I do have grays, I have browns, greens, dark greens, that sort of stuff. I have a lot of plaid. I don't know why I have so much plaid. I just have a lot of plaid too. So really, I mean, I think my favorite color I would say is blue, somewhere around there. But yeah, I mean, I wear everything else too. But what is your star sign? I'm a Libran, September 27th to be exact, actually. What is your favorite movie or TV show quote? So I'll go back to what is your favorite movie. So I just revealed that it was Elizabeth with Cate Blanchett. Cate Blanchett, if you're watching this, oh my God, I think you're amazing. Why she would ever watch this channel, I have no idea. But you never know. I'm just throwing it out there. You never know one day, right? And you're all like, Dave. Okay, so going back to the quote from the movie. There is one line that she does in the movie. It's not really inspirational or anything, but it was just the way it was delivered, when it was delivered. If you've seen the movie, it's towards the end, when she's kind of, I don't want to give it away, well, mind you, it's history, so everybody knows it. So when she's kind of going from the teenager into the queen, you know, getting that kind of getting the bad out, bringing the good in, I would guess you would say. So kind of taking her place, and she was organizing something, and for all the traders, all the people that were after her, etc. So she was ordering this to be done, and she was looking down at the table, and then all of a sudden she just looks up, and she was just like, "Then let it all be done." And I was just like, oh my God. I was like, that is awesome. Of course, I grabbed the remote control and I'm rewinding it, playing it. I got goosebumps, and I was just like, that's the best freaking line of the movie. So I freaking loved it. I had such a, oh my God. To this day, like if I have to do something, I hear Cate Blanchett in my head, "Then let it all be done." Just the way she delivered the line and everything was, it was epic, iconic, and everything for me. So let's put it that way. I have some questions from some subscribers and some viewers, so I'm gonna read those as well. The first one is from Amy. Hi, Amy. Thank you for your question. What do you get, or where do you get your inspiration, and what is your favorite material to work with? My inspiration, it just comes from my surroundings, really. If I'm at HomeSense, or if I'm shopping online, looking up Pinterest, anything that I see, or, you know, if I'm in the kitchen and I'm thinking, oh, you know what, I would really like such and such on the counter. If I don't see it, then I make it. So basically my inspiration it comes from all around me, you know? So the people, what I see, what I envision, that sort of thing. So Terry, hi Terry, thanks for the question. What are some of your inspirations? Oh, okay, so basically almost the same thing. My inspirations are my surroundings, so I tend to think creatively. I have one of those minds where, you know, I have a very, very technical job. So when I'm off that 9-to-5 job, Monday to Friday, you know, my creative mind takes over, and that's where I get inspiration from. Pinterest, like I said, from shopping all around, that sort of thing. Or even if something, you know what, I want this in my room or whatever, boom, I'll think of what I want and then I'll create it that way. So Avery, who is my niece, asked this wonderful question. Who is your favorite niece or nephew? You sly little thing. Actually, I do have a little picture here. So I did do a video released a couple of days ago or last week, how to make your own glass art palette out of picture frames. I use these for paints and my glue gun, and it just so happens that there are my two nieces and my nephew. So there's Avery, the little culprit of that favorite question. There's Jacob right there, and then the eldest, which is Alexis. Now this picture is, oh, it's got to be like maybe 17, 18, 19, 20 years? No, not 20 years. So I'm not that old. But anyways, there they are. They are the apples of my eyes. They are just the three incredibly wonderful individuals. And Avery, I love you all the same. Thank you for your question, honey. Susie, my BFF DIY. She asks, where were you born and where is your family from? So I've always been in Ontario, Canada, always within kind of the GTA, which is the Greater Toronto Area. It's a bunch of small municipalities kind of bunched into what we call the GTA. I was born in Brampton, Ontario, grew up in Oakville, Burlington, and then kind of moved my way east from there. And I'm still continuing to move east because the new house in Trenton is out east. So I just keep going east. Where is my family from? So my mom's side is Polish. My dad's side is Irish and Scottish. And the funny thing is, last year or the year before, I can't remember, I paid for Ancestry.ca. I believe there's an Ancestry.com as well. I'm not too sure, but I just did the Canadian version, where you trace back your family tree. Unfortunately, I didn't trace too far back from my mom's side, but from my dad's side, which is Irish-Scottish, I got back all the way to like, I don't know, like 1034, 1134 in Scotland. How accurate is it? I don't know, because they give you suggestions and, you know, oh, this might be it. And according to the information that you have there, this could be your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, that was really intriguing. It was very, I loved it. I thought it was so awesome. I'm like, oh my God, the clan goes back all the way there, you know? So that was really cool. So thank you for your question, Susie. Stan, what social media are you addicted to? Well, Stan, YouTube, Instagram. Years ago, I used to have everything under the sun. One day I just thought, you know what, I don't want this anymore, deleted it all, went off grid. And then I just started coming back slowly. Now that I'm on YouTube, I'm doing Instagram. I have Facebook, I'm on there as well because of YouTube. But I'm gonna have to say that my all-time favorite and the one that I'm truly addicted to is Pinterest. I love Pinterest. I pin all the time. I look all the time. I get lost in the vortex of Pinterest or the black hole of Pinterest almost every single day. So thank you for your question, Stan. Liz, who is your role model? I'm gonna have to say the one and only Joanne, who was my mother. She is an incredibly strong, intelligent, wonderful, loving, like every single adjective that's positive, she is. So, Mom, if you're watching, I love ya. Hi, Mom. Thank you, Liz, for your question. Jessica, who do you watch on YouTube that is not a DIYer? So, I will say this, one of the very first people that I subscribed to on YouTube, and I still watch to this day, is Nikki Tutorials. She's a makeup artist. She is a beauty guru. If you haven't seen her, go check her out, Nikki Tutorials. She is just unbelievably amazing. I did start watching, the Jeffree Star, James Charles, Manny MUA. Unfortunately for me, there was too much drama happening there, so those kind of fell by the wayside. Nikki, I still watch to this day. I do watch funny compilations. I recently just discovered Sarah McKillen. I think she's Irish, Scottish comedian, freaking hilarious. So I'm kind of going through a lot of her stuff right now on YouTube. Also, I watch every night before I go to bed, I watch some sort of ASMR. And I recently discovered as well Reiki with Anne. Oh my God, Anna, sorry. Reiki with Anna, and she is unbelievable. Oh my God. Literally, she'll start a session and I will just fall asleep to her ASMR, to her voice. It's just calming, it's soothing, and just her hand gestures, when they do that sort of ASMR thing. It just, I'm like asleep in 2 seconds. So thank you, Jessica, for your question. That's awesome. And Lynn, last question is from Lynn. Do you plan your DIYs or wreaths ahead of time? So I do, and I don't. There's kind of, I actually have a little booklet here that I'm going to show you. This is kind of what I do. This is my little notes that I write down, all the stuff that I kind of have an idea for, what's coming up, if I have collabs, that sort of thing. Just this here is kind of the Canada Day stuff that's coming up that I have ideas for. Is it always planned? Majority of the time, yes. Like for example, I do have a spreadsheet just to kind of go through what my release dates are when I release. I usually release on Tuesdays. If you're a new watcher, I usually release on Tuesdays, which is some sort of home decor DIY. And every Thursday I do release a video at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So the bonus videos Tuesdays at 5 o'clock, and I always upload Thursdays at 5 o'clock. So I aim for 2 a week, 1 wreath, 1 home decor. Sometimes it's 2 wreaths, sometimes it's 2 home decors, depending on what I'm doing or how intricate or involved it is. But yes, I do plan. For example, like with Easter, I'll write down in my planner, Easter wreath. Do I know exactly what's going to come up or how it's going to turn out? Absolutely not. This year I went to the Dollarama and their Easter section blew my socks off. So, of course, going back to the inspirational question, that's when I get inspired, is when I'm there and I'm just like, oh my God, this is so freaking awesome. And I tend to talk to myself aloud, but not necessarily too loud, and my mouth's moving. Thank God for masks nowadays, I will say this. Because when I'm in the Dollar Tree or the Dollarama or wherever, under my mask, I am totally doing this. I am just talking nonstop to myself. So heaven forbid when the masks go away, I'm going to have to make a conscious decision to not talk to myself. So yes, Lynn, thank you so much for your question. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for showing up today, for tuning in, for listening to me babble for, it's 28 minutes and 33 seconds right now. I don't know what the edited time is going to be, but I will edit this down a little bit. And you know what? Maybe I'll put a bloopers reel at the end, because I did make a couple of bloopers. Just trying to get stuff organized in my head, what I'm going to say, etc., etc. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And you know what? Leave me a comment down below if you want. Hit that like button. I always love hearing from everybody. I love hearing your thoughts, your comments, your ideas, your questions even. So why not leave me a comment down below? And if you have any other questions, why not leave them down below? I had a lot of fun doing this one, so maybe I'll do another one in the future as well as time passes. So to everybody, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now. Hi. Oh my God, that was so dumb. Oh boy. Hello guys, this is Dave. Oh my god, my mind just went blank. ASMR, ASMR, ASMR. Nope. Oh, hey, how are ya? That's so cheesy. Donk, 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 donk. Relax, Dave.